Good morning and welcome to Gospel Bytes, where we take a bite at the Gospel for the day. Today is Friday, October 18th. It's the feast of St. Luke. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Glory to you, O Lord. This is taken from Luke chapter 10, verses 1 to 9. The Lord appointed a further 72 and sent them in pairs before him to every town and place he intended to visit. He said to them, "The harvest is rich, but the workers are few. Therefore, ask the harvest master to send workers to his harvest. Be on your way and remember, I am sending you out as lambs in the midst of wolves. Do not carry a walking staff or traveling bag. Wear no sandals and greet no one along the way. On entering any house, first say, 'Peace to this house.' If there is a peaceable man there, your peace will rest on him. If not, it will come back to you. Stay in the house, eating and drinking what they have, for the laborer is worth his wage. Do not move about from house to house. Into whatever city you go, after they welcome you, eat what they set before you, and cure the sick there. Say to them, the reign of God is at hand." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, so St. Luke is one of the four evangelists, one of the writers of the accounts of the life of Jesus. We have Matthew, Mark, Luke, and St. John. Now, of the four evangelists, he was also the writer of the Acts of the Apostles, and he's the only one who was not an apostle. No? Matthew, Mark, and John are all apostles of Jesus. He was known to be of high academic training because he wrote in Greek. And he was also a physician, a doctor, and a painter. The Gospel according to Luke is the longest of the four Gospels, and there are some stories that are unique to his Gospel. The story of the prodigal son, and also the story of the rich man and Lazarus. You don't find them in the other three Gospels. Luke is known as the writer of the mercy of Christ. Of the four evangelists, he was the only one who wrote about the woman who anointed Jesus with oil and wiped his feet with her hair. His was the only gospel which mentioned Jesus' promise to the thief, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." That's an act of mercy. So, unlike the other evangelists, St. Luke did not physically encounter Jesus, but he had a spiritual encounter with him. No, he wrote about a personal relationship which goes beyond mere acquaintance with God. The Gospel is a written interpretation of the life of Christ, as he moved in the lives of the writer and the people around him. So that's why sometimes you have differences between Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, because that's the way they encountered Christ. We too can be like the evangelists. We can proclaim the gospel according to our lives and our faith, according to our relationship with Christ. So the gospel is not just a piece of literature. It is not just a matter of writing. It is a matter of living what we believe. An encounter, a personal encounter with Jesus. Who is Jesus to me? So that was what St. Luke wrote, his spiritual encounter with Jesus. Now, I'd like to share with you uh, a little poem. It's called "The Gospel According to You." There is a wonderful old story written in time long ago. It is the Gospel according to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The Gospels were given to show us the power of God's love divine. May that story be told again in the writing of your life and mine. People read and admire the Gospel, with its love so inspiring and true. But what do they say and think of the Gospel according to you? You are writing a gospel, a chapter every day, by deeds that you do, by words that you say. You are writing each day a gospel. Take care that the writing is true, for the only gospel some will read is the gospel according to you. So our lives are books that we write, and somehow we want to people would like to see or to read about Jesus in our lives. So when people read your book, when people read your lives, let them see that Jesus is part of your story. I'm Father Jerry Sembrano for another edition of Gospel Bites. God bless you and be an evangelist today. Have a nice day.